Well, good day, North Texas. I'm Joshua Weisel here in the Weather 225 Storm Studios, taking a look at your midday forecast for the North Texas and DFW viewing area. Here's a look at your afternoon forecast, and you can see today it's going to be warm, but it's not going to be as warm as some days in recent memory. It will be into the mid-upper 80s in DFW areas to the south and east. Further to the west, though, so we're talking Gainesville, Decatur, and Graham between 84 and 85 degrees. That's a look at your area-wide afternoon forecast for today. Let's zoom into your hyper-local view for the DFW Metroplex in our central counties. And you can see it's going to be warm today, but it's not going to be quite as warm as some days in recent memory when we're talking 90s. It will be close in some areas, but not quite hitting the 90s today in the DFW area. Overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, it's going to be another mild start to the day. We're talking right around the lower 60s northwest of the metro area. And then in the metro, as we zoom into your hyperlocal view, it's going to be into the upper 60s. Some areas may get close to the lower 70s starting off tomorrow morning. So that's a look at what we've got there. Do have some good news. We are not going to get quite as much rain as we saw yesterday. We did have some localized flooding in parts of the metro areas to the north. So the rain chances today right around the low into the medium range for today. Now, I can't rule out some isolated to scattered pop-up showers and thunderstorms this afternoon, but it's not going to be that widespread activity that goes over the same location over and over and over again. So there's some good news there. Zooming into the Metroplex, right around the medium range for those rain chances over the next 12 hours throughout the day today. So the good news is not quite the heavy rainfall we saw yesterday. In fact, if some of us do see some rain activity today, it would be mostly heavy activity further to the west. So we're talking between Graham and our western counties there. Still can't rule out maybe some areas that see between a half inch to maybe an inch of rainfall. So yes, areas that experienced, flash flooding activity yesterday may need to be mindful that if a pop-up shower and thunderstorm does develop with some heavy rainfall, could be, a flash flooding potential localized once again today. But I think the heavier rainfall is going to stay mostly to the west. And here's a look at what we got for the Metroplex. Yeah, like I said, anywhere between about 1/10 of an inch, getting close to an inch in some areas, but fortunately, it's not going to be quite what we saw yesterday. So, and even better news too, no severe weather today, not even a highlighted low end risk. So there's enough instability that some activity that does manage to pop up, it will produce some lightning and it may be loud at times, but we're not talking severe weather in North Texas or the DFW Metroplex. So there's some good news there. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. And yeah, we got some rain chances. There's going to be a little bit of a break, by the time we get to the midday. And then as we head into the afternoon and evening, I can't rule out some additional pop-up showers and thunderstorms. It's not going to be quite what we saw yesterday, but there could be additional heavy rainfall for some locations, so maybe a localized flooding risk. Really just depends on where they pop up. And then Thursday, additional rain and thunderstorms all the way Friday as well. Friday looks to be a little bit later in the day, so we will be overcast mostly throughout the day on Friday. The weekend into early next week, there's going to be daily rain chances that continue. So we're going to be watching the forecast carefully. We have a lot of waves of energy that are going to be moving in, or several systems. And as they move into the area, there's going to be daily rain chances for the foreseeable future. So unfortunately, we're not completely done with the rain activity, even though there may be a little bit of a break depending on the location today. So we'll just have to wait and see kind of each day what the rain coverage will be like and daily storm chances. So tune in throughout the week. We'll have the very latest updates here. Of course, we'll have an evening update tonight. We'll let you know the very latest. Other than that, hopefully you have a fantastic day. Just keep an eye on the radar this afternoon if you have any sort of plans outdoors. And if you own a local business and you want to, advertise your business, we're looking to partner with local businesses across the area. We do have options available, as you can see. We'd love to get in contact with you to advertise your business and hopefully partner with you as well. The best way for the viewers to support us is we have a couple different ways. We have a Patreon that's on our website. You can get the access to that. But the absolute best way to help us out here is share our posts. If you share our posts, like, comment, subscribe, or follow whichever platform you're watching on, that helps us get our outreach out there, and that helps us a lot. So thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully you have a fantastic day. And of course, stick around. We'll have the latest updates coming up once again this evening. You can advertise with us this storm season and throughout the year. Contact us today for availability and pricing. Weather 225 since 2015.